Hello and welcome back. Well, I guess most of you already know the introduction, so we are about to go on a PvP roam here. I'll be flying my Cynabal and my Covert Ops. With the Cynabal, I've had a lot of luck lately, some very nice kills, and I did make some very nice ISK from these kills. As for the Covert Ops, I did not have that much luck with it. That's why I didn't fly it for some time, but I did manage to capture some very nice kills that you are going to see. I changed this ship's fit a little bit to make it more cheaper, just in case I end up losing it at some point. But first, let's hop in the Cynabal, because that is, after all, my current PvP flagship. A very fast, a very deadly ship. That's what makes this ship so fun to fly. Now, 990.81 cold DPS, very high DPS for a cruiser. Medium C-type autocannons. My skills for the autocannons are almost maxed out, so once I actually max them out to have all on level 5, that should be around 1000 cold with this current fit. Once I obtain tier 4 rigs, the DPS will skyrocket, so you can expect at least 1.1k DPS, cold DPS on the Cynabal, and I'm very excited for that. In theory, I should be able to get 2000 hot DPS with this current fit, so that's gonna be exciting. Almost able to fit a medium Nosferatu, but I am working on that. So in case of the Nosferatu, I'll have to either use a web or another disruptor or a scrambler. Now let's hop in the Covert Ops, which is my favorite ship in the game, and I actually kind of made the ship popular when I released one of the first PvP videos with it, and kind of proud for this ship to be so successful. Let me just grab that MVD. Okay, so I reduced the cost for this ship because the skills actually compensate for the modules, and as you can see, I also changed the medium slot modules, dual webs and one scrambler. The dual webs are mainly against frigates. Lately I've seen a lot of faction frigates flying around, a lot of interceptors flying around, a lot of the faction cruisers also, and with dual webs I can actually escape if they end up catching me. The rigs are also mostly the same, just lower grade. So far, they are almost working the same way as the previous rigs. So, the performance of the ship wasn't reduced a lot. It's around the same. Okay, well, let me hop back in my Cynabal. Let's take that MVD in the Cynabal, and then I can quickly demonstrate the fit in action for both ships, and after that we can roll out in some PvP. Okay, now as you already know, the DPS should be affected with my skills, and there is a slight increasement in the hot DPS from 1.4k to 1.5k. That's pretty decent. It is also noticeable, and again, very scary DPS. Active damage control resistances are going to help a lot. The ship's velocity, capacitor, and the targeting is also pretty good. Well, the capacitor is not, because minus 380% is not nice. And here by accident I took dual predator disruptors instead of one scrambler, but it will not be affected in combat later on. As for the Covert Ops, let's quickly see its performance with these current rigs. Almost 600 DPS, that's pretty decent. A little difference between this DPS and my previous DPS. Its velocity 2.1 kilometers per second, pretty nice. That is a slight reduction from the 2.5 kilometers per second that I've had before, but it has a more stable capacitor now, and overall the MVD signature reduction bonus will help a lot. It has a smaller signature radius with the MVD than the Cynabal, which can help it a lot in combat. And now let me switch back to the afterburner. I'm using a cheaper afterburner this time around, not using the C-type afterburner. The C-type afterburner was very expensive and was actually more expensive than the ship itself now. 975.91 meters per second with the afterburner. Not bad, actually pretty good velocity, a little difference between this afterburner and the previous one. So its basic performance is remaining the same. And well, with that being said, let's jump in some combat. Okay, let's see, I'm warping on that medium anomaly now. Everything so far seems to be good, setting up the approach range and the orbit range. Those two are very important. And okay, now I'm warping. I can cloak if I have to. Okay, setting the overview to PvP. I already know what I'm going to stumble upon there. A starboard fleet. Okay, these things can be dangerous. And for some reason my game decided to pop up these windows each time I lock on every target. Okay, I didn't get the first hit there, but that's fine. My capacitor got neutered by that starboard fleet issue. That's good. Alright, well, that's interesting. I am taking more damage than my opponent. That is gonna be a close one. Oh man, here we go again. Alright, well, I'll attempt to do the same tactic as I did with my Cynabal back a couple days ago. So I'll try to get the best range possible and to allow my turrets to hit as much as they can, and of course my drones are still going to do good damage. That starboard fleet is doing some damage to me. There goes the armor. I'm about to take hull damage. Starboard is already deep in hull. Well, we're both now taking hull damage. Okay, that's nice. So far my tactic seems to be working. And I made the NPCs shoot that ship, so the NPCs kind of helped me. Okay, that's good. Time to quickly run away before these NPCs decide to shoot me. That was a very close one, almost as close as the fight with the prophecy a couple days ago. And on to the next target. Now we ignore the the armor and the hull damage. I can survive on shield only, not a big deal. Okay, warping on the next anomaly.
Warp drive active.
Can tell you, I am already mentally overheating from that fight, so my apologies if I sound weird at some moments. These types of fights are, very adrenaline inducing, so yeah. Okay, well, that ship seems to have same damage as I do. That's weird. That's very weird. Okay. Well, we're both on hull, and that was a fast kill. Time to finish off the pod, get the wreck, and quickly warp out before anyone decides to, warp in, because apparently there is another bounty on my ships, so I have to be extra careful. People decided to, throw around bounties on my ships the last couple days, and it makes PvP more exciting, if you ask me.
Warp drive active.
Okay, safely warped off. Well then, back on this monster here. Now, like I said, I had a lot more luck with the Cynabal, and I feel a lot safer flying this ship than flying the Covert Ops, to be honest. Jumping in this... Is this a scout anomaly? It is, okay.
Warp drive active.
Well then, let's see what's waiting for me on the other end. Let's hope that I am not going to get jumped. It would be bad if I get jumped. Not saying that did not happen. It happened. I survived, but...
Warp drive active.
Oh man. I can tell you, the whole alarm, the whole alert was beeping. Alright, only a caracal. Weird. I remember seeing a prophecy warping in here. Did this caracal scare away a prophecy? That's impressive. Okay, going in for the close range. Webbed, scrambled, good. The gyros are engaged, and this caracal will be deleted in couple seconds once the ship starts to slow down. Okay, there we go. That's one ship down. Quickly getting the pods, and now quickly focusing fire, getting the wreck. And well, that's not bad. That caracal had some good equipment. Impressive. Interesting. Interesting. Okay, let's. Why? Okay, well, my guns decided not to hit the target, so I have to help the ship out by approaching, or should I say by keeping range. Well, that was nice. Time to align into that direction there. Oh, of course, auto orbit was enabled. I forgot to disable that. Auto orbit should always be disabled if you are doing PvP. Okay, now onto a funny kill. Warping in on that asteroid belt, because, well, I'm not going to miss out on a retriever. Especially because I think I remember seeing a similar retriever back in our old home base, and that retriever brought a whole fleet with the ship, so this is something that I had to do, and time to quickly run away before reinforcements arrive.
Warp drive active.
Well, that was a loaded retriever. Alright, on to the next anomaly. Warping in on that large anomaly over there.
Warp
Let's
drive
hope
active.
that there is something on the other end. I mean, I saw something warp there. I didn't see exactly what, but there was a ship warping there. And okay, a fleet. Okay, fleet thrasher. These things are rare. I haven't seen a lot of these ships, so definitely we'll go after this one. Already within close range, webbed, scrambled, and ship should be destroyed. There we go. Okay, let's quickly get the pod, get the wreck. Hopefully there is something nice inside. Oh, okay. I saw some Type C turrets there. Absolutely always a good catch if you find C-type equipment in the wreck of your opponent.
Warp drive
and
active.
let's quickly warp away before I catch too much attention in that anomaly. On to the next one. Okay, let's see. Now this one will be, I think this might be the funniest kill that I've ever had so far.
Warp drive
It literally
active.
has to be the funniest kill that I've ever had. Now, you will see what I mean once I reach that anomaly. So this is one battlecruiser that's missing its shield and armor, and that's basically almost missing its hull. Now you might be wondering, how the hell did a tier 8 battlecruiser lose its shield and armor and almost hull to 4 NPCs? Well, turns out that battlecruiser did not have any modules. The kill was around
Warp drive
800 million. It had level 3 rigs inside. And yeah, I don't know why would someone fly a ship like that in
Warp drive
an
active.
anomaly. It's weird if you ask me, it's very weird, so I don't know. If someone can explain to me, please do. Now, here is where things got a little bit spicy. I got intel
drive
that
active.
there was a fleet after me, so I stumbled upon this Inquisitor, and I risked, so I decided to warp in. And I immediately started to take range because, well, if there is a fleet after me, I might as well, record that. So I'll be staying here and I'll be waiting for them. Thanks to the person that actually sent me the intel, they saved my ship from certain destruction for sure. So I'll just take, let's see, around 200 kilometers for starters, of course. And there is a Cruor running around, there is a Prophecy running around, and there is a Ashimu running around. I suspect that these three ships are part of the fleet that's after me, so I'll be, gently waiting for them here at this anomaly. The Cruor was warping in and out for a couple moments, and they did not seem to be interested in chasing me. I can outmaneuver them, by the way. So I decided to wait a little bit more, and who knows, maybe they lose interest and I get to, camp this Inquisitor and potentially, get to do this Inquisitor. So I'll be here waiting, and well, that's the level 2, and here is the level 3. Well then, speaking of the Ashimu, there is the Ashimu that I think is part of the fleet that was chasing me. The Ashimu is doing the same thing that I was doing, producing wrecks to uncloak ships, and well, it's not running away, definitely. I would, engage if I had one medium Nosferatu, but I'm not going to fight vampires without onions, so that's definitely not a smart idea for me to, engage one Ashimu with this current fit. And well, spent a little bit more time, waiting, locked on the ship to see if they are interested in locking on, but they seem to be very patient, so I'll give them that. Local has 4 in the system. 3 of those are potentially after me, so I have to be very careful here. And this Ashimu is not shooting that one target. It's waiting for me to, engage. But that's not gonna happen. I know all of these tricks. Ashimu was using, I think, a afterburner. It is going around 1.1 or 900 meters per second. That's not too fast. I can easily outrun that, but it has potentially a large Nosferatu and a large neutralizer, and that is not a ship that you wanna fight with the current fit that I have. So the Ashimu is sitting there, and well, I am sitting here. Basically, we are playing chess in a way, the patience game, and I know these tricks, so I decided not to engage and I retreated in that case because, well, I was outnumbered. Well then, I guess it'll be time to repair this badly damaged Covert Ops. Sad to see the ship in this condition, so I have to, repair it. After all, the ship did serve a long service time. Now, Tier 9 is released, and soon enough I'll be jumping in the Tier 9 Covert Ops. And I've been thinking, what should I do with this ship? Should I give it away, or should I continue using it? I mean, this ship is basically the ship that started the PvP series, and I would like to keep on using it. But the Tier 9 Covert Ops does have a little bit more advantages over this one, both in DPS and bonuses, and of course in tank. So leave your comment in the comment section down below. What should I do with this ship? Should I give it away? Should I keep it, or should I keep on using it? Now, also one thing that I kind of want to talk about lately, I've seen a lot of bounties being thrown around, a lot of big numbers being thrown around, and if anyone knows if there is a bounty on any of my ships, please do notify me, because I think there is and I need to know, because as you could see, I'm actually risking a lot lately, and if I let my guard down too much, I might, do a mistake that I'll regret. So, again, if you have any information, please notify me in the comment section down below. Well then, that was a fun little roam. I definitely enjoyed doing that. I hope that you enjoy watching. And with that being said, I hope you enjoyed. Stay safe, fly safe, and I'll see you next time.